Hi everyone, it's Celestial Sirens or Miko Gregory. I wanted to make this video because this video is specifically for Elon Musk. I want to let you guys know something about me and Mr. Musk. I met him. I know right now he's in the Epstein files or some shit. I'm not surprised about that because Elon Musk sexually assaulted me in 2016. All right. Ever since then, he's been stalking and harassing me. All right. He's been committing financial crimes against me to stop me from being able to take care of myself financially. All right. By the way, I want to let people know there's people who are subscribing to my channel and they're liking my videos and they keep getting unsubscribed. And they've had to manually type in my name in the search bar. I know this because I have another channel where I have a playlist and it has more than 10,000 views. I know that's not a lot, but it has views. I have another playlist on this channel and I've listened to it to myself several times in my own playlist, and all of them have zero count. That's impossible. That is impossible, all right? So Elon Musk he's been stalking me online and offline ever since he sexually assaulted me. Okay. And he's been intentionally messing with my channel. And this is the weird part. I'm gonna put cards on why he's doing it. It's the fucking weirdest thing on this planet. All right. He's doing it because he's trying to make it seem like I'm not popular, no one likes me. He's trying to make me have a mental breakdown, okay? And his plan is that he's gonna swoop in and play Captain Save-A-Ho, and we're gonna team up together, and he's gonna help me out. I'm gonna see how much better it is that now we're working together, and then I'm supposed to fall in love with this fucking psychopath. Okay, I said you guys can check my videos. I've been saying it for a couple years. Before it was revealed he was on the Epstein files. I told all of you guys, he stalked me on my Twitch channel too. I told you all of you guys that this dude has been stalking me online and offline since I fucking met him in 2016. This is the craziest part. I met him because I got into a shared Uber because it looked like a shared Uber. It was I was outside of a bar. What actually happened that day is that I was supposed to go on a date with some Dominican guy. Okay, I was attracted to a Dominican guy who worked at a car dealership. Okay. I was in graduate school. I was about 26 years old or 25. Hold on. All right, it was the same year that I was in grad school, right? This is me. I'm in Boston. I used to go to school in Boston. So when my hair straightened, this is me, right? Right? Same. This is me. I was minding my fucking business, right? And what? Here I am also hanging out with my friend at the park. It was during Halloween, right? And so this fucking dude, I'm standing outside a bar. I'm wearing a black dress and my hair straight. I have no glasses on. And I have the Uber showed up and I checked it because I'm not really good I'm not really good with cards, all right? And so I always check the license plate before I get into a car because I'm car blind. To me, all cars, look, I would literally walk up to the wrong, like when I have my cars and stuff, I had a Toyota, I had a Jeep, I will walk up to the wrong car. When I will be in the parking lot, I'm so embarrassed by it. I will literally walk up to the wrong car all the time. So I had to memorize my own license plate because if I didn't, I will go to the wrong car. And so before I would get into an Uber, I always check the license plate. And so I checked the license plate. My ride got upgraded. And I checked the license plate, and it was the right one. It was a black SUV. I get into the SUV, and they're like, and it's Elon. He's in there with some other people. And they're like, oh, this is not Uber. I'm like, oops, I'm sorry. I was kind of confused about it, but I was all right. And I try to get out. And they're like, no, you don't gotta go. This is what happened when I met him. And I was talking to him, and he told me that he was a businessman. I had no idea who the fuck this dude was. I've never heard of Elon. And he told me his name. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, all right. And he was like, I'm a businessman. I was like, oh, that's cool. Because I don't know who the fuck he is. I don't know shit about cars. And so then he tells me that he runs Tesla. He tells me he runs Tesla. And I look at him and I'm like, I don't know. I tell him, I'm not even joking. I tell him, I don't know what that is. I tell him I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what Tesla is. I've never heard of it. And he was like, you've never heard of Tesla? And I told him, no. And then I made a joke. I said, well, if it was Sephora, I would know what it was. Ha ha ha. Because I was always at Sephora. I love Sephora. I was always at Sephora. So I said, well, if you ran Sephora, I would know what it is. But I don't know. I never heard of Tesla. What kind of company is it? I asked him what kind of company it is. I don't know what kind of company that is. And he was insulted. And so then I told him, he asked me what I was doing, whatever. And I told him I was in grad school for biostatistics and how I wanted to work in the pharmaceutical industry and blah, 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 right? And then he was like, oh, I can help you get an internship. I have connections. I was like, oh my God, really? Do you have like a business card? Like, I don't know who the fuck this dude is. I'm about to like, he's a normal small businessman. I don't know who the fuck he is. And so then he gives me, he has his hand out. He has like something in his hand. He's like, oh, here you go. And I'm like, okay. And I lean forward and all of a sudden I remember I start to go black. Right? I started getting really tired. And at the bar, I only had one drink. I always have like a Jack and Coke. I only had one drink. So I wasn't drunk. And so all of a sudden I black out. And then all of a sudden I remember I'm outside my apartment in Brighton and I'm just sitting on the steps and I'm kind of confused. I don't remember how I got there. And then like I waited until my roommate got home. He's Jewish. My roommates were two Jewish people. They were Israelis. They were American Israelis. During the summer, when I was still living with them, one of my roommates was in Israel for like 4 or 5 months. We had to move homes, change our apartments because the apartment we were in was sold and an Orthodox Jewish family moved in. And then we went to a broker and it was a Jewish man and he said we looked like nice Jewish kids and he gave us a new apartment. And when I got my job, I started working at Medtronic. I was making almost 6 figures. And when I started working there, the IT director came up to me and my team, it was just my boss and another coworker, and he's like, I got a Tesla. Do you guys want to get in our car and drive around? And this is the craziest part. I didn't remember what a Tesla was. I didn't remember. I was like, huh? And we got in it, and after we finished the drive, we got out. He walked up to me. He's like, so what do you think? I was like, I really can't tell the difference between like this and another car. Listen, I told him, listen, I drive a Toyota. I don't know anything about cars. I don't know. I guess it's fine. Like I didn't know. I can't listen. I don't know anything about cars. I don't know anything about. I'm just being honest with people. I don't know anything about cars. I don't know how it rides. As long as it's not. I don't know. It's fine. Like as long as it gets you from point A to point B. I don't fucking know. If you want a real deal, like. I like Jeeps. I like boxy cars. I'm a boxy car gal. I like boxy cars. Elon doesn't make boxy cars. So I'm not trying to be rude. I don't fucking like Teslas. Now I know what they are, but they're not my thing. I don't like the way they look. I like I want to drive a car that looks like a cardboard box with wheels on it, okay? That's my thing. I like a Mini Cooper. I like a Jeep Renegade. I like a Wrangler. I like a Toyota Scion. I like boxes on wheels, okay? And he doesn't make boxes on wheels, so I'm just not into it. I don't know why what is with him and him trying to get me to like his fucking cars. He drives me crazy. Like, he keeps trying to get me to like his fucking cars. I don't like your cars. Sorry, I've been dealing with this dude for 10 years. I don't know, maybe he helped me get a job. I used to work at Medtronic. Maybe he helped me get the job at Medtronic. I don't know. Did he help me get the job? He helped me get the job. If he did, thank you. But you also sexually assaulted me prior to that, dude. So I don't know if I should, like, why should, you assaulted me. You owe me more than just a job. And so I went online on a forum with a bunch of groupies. I told people this is weird. Around the same year, I started having nightmares all the time. I'll go to sleep and I have nightmares that I see a man that looks like Elon. I don't remember who the fuck he is. Right? Because I have Asperger's and I'm face blind. I have problems recognizing people, and I don't know who this dude is. I've never I guess I do know him now. But I couldn't remember what the fuck he looked like. And so I kept having these dreams that I was like in a hotel with fucking Elon Musk. And I was incapacitated or some shit. Like something was wrong with me. And I was in a hotel and I was wearing my black dress and everything. And I was in a hotel room with him and he was sitting down with me. He's like, I just want to talk to you or something like that. It was so weird. And I kept having these weird nightmares about it. And I didn't know why I was having it. And then recently I went online. I'm like, I keep having these weird dreams. A couple years ago, this is when it escalated. I went online, so I keep having these dreams where this is when I finally know who the fuck Elon is. I'm like, keep having these dreams that I'm in a hotel with Elon, and it's really weird and it's confusing. And then his attacks on me suddenly escalated. I think he was worried I was going to report him to the authorities. I want to let him know I reported you to the FBI. Elon, I reported you to the FBI for assaulting me and stalking me. I don't know why. What the fuck is wrong with this dude? I want him to leave me alone. And so anyways, he shadow banned my account because, I don't know, he lives in some type of fantasy world. I'm just putting this out there. I know it's you. I know you're messing with my account. I don't know what's wrong with you. By the way, his crazy baby mama, Claire, she showed up outside my house one day because I sit here, right? Right here, right in front of my face is the window to the street. I sit facing the street of my town. And there's a window right here, and I can see everything clearly. I can see every car that drives by. I see every person that walks by, right? I know which children usually walk down the street, right? There's usually a small kid, right? He's really cute. One day he had a giant teddy bear after school. I see him get off the school bus and I see him walking home. I'm like, okay, that's good. Cause I want to make sure the little kid's safe when he's walking home, and I see him getting off the school bus and going home. I'm like, okay, that's good. Cause it's dangerous out here. And so one day I'm looking out my window and I see Claire, the singer Grimes, Elon's baby mama, outside my house. She's wearing a pink parka and she has her cell phone up and she's laughing and she's taking a photo of my house. And I'm thinking, have I not suffered enough? This crazy man assaulted me, which nobody should be shocked by because it's him. And after him being in the fucking Epstein files, no one should be shocked. By the way, I want to let people know something weird. He apparently thought I had a fake ID when the assault happened. I think he thought maybe I was in high school, which makes things even worse. This dude thought I was in high school. Obviously I wasn't, but he thought that I looked like a high school girl. And I had a fake ID. Oh my God. And now it makes sense. Elon apparently was attracted to me because I looked younger than my age. Which makes sense now, the whole Epstein stuff going on. I think he's obsessed with me because I still look the same. Like, I haven't aged at all since, I don't know, my early 20s. I still look the same. And so, I don't know, he's like obsessed with it, you know, like, is Elon Musk obsessed with me? He's fucking obsessed with me. And he has it in his head, he's gonna put me in poverty, and then he's gonna come here and he's gonna help me. But he's waiting for me to be like, please help me. I can't believe it. I didn't even set out to meet this dude. I met him by accident. And so I told the FBI, this is what I told the FBI about him. I told the FBI that I believe that Elon Musk is involved in some type of sex trafficking situation. I told him that I think he has people on his payroll or something who are like scouts who look for girls he might be interested in on dating apps. Because I was going to meet this Dominican guy from a dating app. And the night I met Elon was the night that we were supposed to go on a date, and it was at the same place too. And so like, I told the FBI that I believe that Elon is using different people to look for women or girls that he might be interested in on dating apps. And then they take these girls to meet him afterwards. Like, is that not what happened to me? That's what happened to me, apparently. I guess the guy that I was supposed to go on a date with, who worked at he worked at like BMW or Mercedes car dealership. So he worked at a luxury car dealership. And so I don't know, was he one of Elon's scouts? He's one of Elon's scouts. I don't know how many this dude has. And so I told the FBI about this and him. Oh, and I also wrote it in my foreclosure documents, which is public, by the way. Of course, I didn't write it like perfectly. You know, I didn't have a lawyer. I didn't know how to do the formatting right. So don't get on me about the formatting. But I wrote it in my documents for my foreclosure, and it's been public for about a year. And I accused Elon Musk of assaulting me. It's public. All you got to do is have my name, which you guys have now. It's on my fucking channel on here. All you got to do, look for my name, put Maine or foreclosure, and you could probably find the document. And you can read the whole thing. It's you could probably read it online. The mortgage is United Wholesale, and I talk about what Elon did. It's already been publicly filed. So fuck you, Elon. I already put it publicly. Leave me alone. By the way, I think it's fucked up you're messing with my channel. I could have been maybe making finances for people, you know, watching my stuff. Oh, he also shadow banned me on LinkedIn. I think he pretended to be an interviewer for LinkedIn, right? He pretended to be an interviewer and called me. This is how weird he is. He pretended to be an interviewer and fucking called me pretending he was doing an interview. I can't, like, the how far he will go. You're sick in the head, dude. Now you mess with kids on Epstein Island, and you do this to other people too. Apparently, he also harasses Amber Heard all the time. And him and Claire, they like to put stuff in people's DoorDash. So they sometimes pay, allegedly, let's just say allegedly, they put stuff in people's DoorDash food sometimes to make them act erratically, or delivery food, and they did that to Amber Heard, which is why she started acting really weird. So, you know, he's weird. He's a weird guy. Stay away from him, all right? I want him to leave me alone, please. Look at the ink. By the way, these cards I don't recommend too well because the ink Look at the ink. You see how the ink starts to like smudge and stuff? I know I'm getting off topic, but this is just what I want to say, okay? I know what you're doing, you little psychopath. I want you to leave me alone. I'm never gonna date you. I'm never gonna like you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be in the same room as you. You assaulted me, and then you stalked me afterwards. You're weird.